Joe and I made up, but it took me bravely, I was ending the friendship, but not out of hate. He's my light, he's my love, not out of hate, okay? And we talked for hours, and we cleared the air, and he says that he can control these rages, and he also, I guess, came from a family where it was common and it wasn't abuse, like his get down here right now, you know what I mean? He says that he's like, yeah, that, my parents, my mom would do that to me all the time, and so. But I said, Joe, I come from an abusive background. You can't be like that. You have me walking on eggshells. You can't do it. And we cleared the air about everything, but the things he was assuming about me that I didn't appreciate him, and he told me things that I did that made him feel that way, and I told him things that I feel like I'm walking on eggshells and that you don't really want me here and you just want to, and I have loose ends to tie up in Massachusetts, so it doesn't mean I won't maybe be going back, but I was going to pack up all my stuff and go back. And that would have been the end of me and Joe. He knows now. You just that I'm, what better way to prove I'm not here taking advantage of you and just want a free place to stay if I leave? That proves it. I said that to him too. So, but this has been a trying week. I weighed myself this morning, 21 pounds less than when I got here. I was 205.8, and now I'm 184.8. But I started eating today, so I might, you're always going to gain. The minute you eat anything, you start gaining, but I'm not eating a ton, but still. Fact is, I do go back, I'll be going back, around 20 pounds thinner, give or take. I'm not going to not upload all the videos, you understand? I know people are going to watch them and say he's abusive, yeah. And I told him to his face. I said snapping at someone, me snapping at you, or you snapping at me, or whatever, that's not abuse, and I explained that to him. At least he was listening to me. You hurt me so fucking bad Tuesday. Monday wasn't so bad, Joe. Tuesday was it. I was done. So now this has really made our friendship stronger. And I sat here for days just contemplating, just thinking and fasting and but I still think it would be good for us to have some time apart and for him to realize, are you happy or alone, or were you happier when I was here? No hard feelings if you don't, but he's positive that he wants me here. Anyhow, let's go. I gotta call my mom and do a grocery order for her. Joe and I have been talking all day. I made the first move only because he didn't really read my text, but he did read a couple of texts. He doesn't like texts, and he responded to them lies, more lies, but he thought about them at least, okay? But then he was saying stuff outside the door, oh, he said outside the door, and I'm never going to say again that to you that it's not enough what you're doing. That was wrong. Yeah, Joe, no shit, it was wrong. That's why I was going to put not in hatred. I can't not love him. I love him. Even if I had left, I would have been leaving a basket case broken. I had to hide it from my mom. It wouldn't be able to handle it. That's why you broke my heart. It's like, well, you break my heart all the time, but Joe, you have to realize I come from an abusive background. You can't just go off on me and be that vicious. It triggers me from when I was a kid, and then the next day act like nothing happened. You can't do that. He says he'll never do it again. I say, are you sure you can? You said you get triggered. Are you sure you can control it? He says you can. I hope that's true. I hope it's true. But I still have a right to upload and release publicly the videos based on everything he did, because I created the videos when in my eyes it's over. It's not about forgiveness, it's about you can't control your rages, and I can't be walking on eggshells and not knowing what's going to set you off next. Like I had to do for when I was a kid, it was my father. So he says he can do it. And he's told me things I've done that hurt him. Okay? But he's still, the dynamics are, he has all the power, he has to realize that, he's thrown me out. He's like, I threw you out, but I just don't mean it, I won't, but you don't say it. Just don't say it, Joe. And don't say, if you're not happy, just leave, just leave, just leave, which tells me you're not willing to even talk about what you do. So today we did. We talked about what he does, what I do wrong, and now our friendship is strong. It's been a roller coaster of a week, so emotionally drained. Remember, true abusers, like my dad or Donald, they never say, they don't give a fuck. They'll never say, oh, I'm going to change or whatever. They think Joe says he's not going to do that anymore, that he can control it and he won't do it. And now he knows, and I could tell he was listening to me, what it does to me because of my background. And I believe him. I believe him. There might be other things that wind up we can't live together. Who knows? But anyway, I'm so happy. Okay? He really listened to me. Like I said, he thought I was thinking he was a monster and lumping him with, it was my Donald and my dad. I'm like, Joe, no. Donald was a fucking asshole all the time. You just broke my heart, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. You broke my heart. I was going to go home and just, oh my God, I was asking Selena, like, how am I going to not fall apart? I can't lose my Joe. But I have to have dignity and respect. So I told him, poured my heart out to him. He poured his heart out to me, and we both listened. Both listen. Like Selena said, you guys have known each other for a long, long time. I.e., you don't want to just end the friendship like that. No. But when he was saying, I'm a good person, I'm not going to change, I'm like, he's not even willing to talk. He's not willing to see my side at all, and he came to realize just today, but that's because I sent him some texts he read, most he didn't, and he's been thinking that, I'm like, yeah, no shit, Joe, that you're blaming this all on me, and I'm not being good enough or perfect enough, but there's no way that's ever going to be. I'm not going to be able to live up to your standards that you've set for yourself ever. And he's like, I know. I've lived alone for so long. I didn't even think, that I have to realize that now I'm living with someone, and it can't always be how I want it to be in terms of cleaning and whatnot. So, and to say, like, it's not enough, and I was telling him I was trying so hard, it just, he realizes it now. He realizes it. He said it to me. He came to that realization. Like, I know, Joe. That's what I've been wanting you to realize. That I'm not taking advantage of you, and I love you more than life itself, and but I can't be perfect all the time. I can only try. And sometimes circumstances might happen where you might think I intentionally left a mess, but you don't know the hellish day I've had. Okay? Or that I'm intentionally just not doing things and leaving them for you, and you have to work all day and get out of work. No. You had a 14-hour work day Monday, and I had hellish day too. It was pure chance. But there's some people that say everything happens for a reason. We're still friends. We talked all for hours and hours. With Omar on my lap, so he didn't have to be crying and screaming out here and interrupting. And again, I thought it was over, because if someone says, I'm a good person, and I'm not going to change, I'm like, there's nothing more to say. I know I'm a good person, I'm not going to change. He said he wasn't referring to that, he was referring to whatever, but I'm thinking he's referring to, there's no discussion, I'm not going to even listen to you if you say that I'm being abusive, and that I'm going to negate what you know. So we talked and talked and talked for hours about everything. It was wonderful. I am still at some point going to go back to Massachusetts. I was not going to tell you when or how, to tie up loose ends. And now Joe and I will come together after being apart with open eyes. 100% open eyes regarding the situation. And I think that'll be a really good thing.